Welcome back to the Fallen Fig Tree. I have recently realized I am way too obsessed with my inner child for some reason. It has gotten to a point where I don't even know why I fight it anymore. You know what I mean? Everything I do is from the point of my younger self. I don't do anything but accommodate for my younger self in a way, you know. And recently it has gotten worse. I have been trying to get into art and like draw and like paint and do all that type of thing, and every single time I do anything I can't do anything realistic. Tell me why it's all just this like huge wave of cartoon characters I keep drawing, or like imagine it, like I keep drawing things I used to draw as a kid, and I keep accommodating to all of like my inner child's needs, you know what I mean? And it's been getting worse and worse. Starting to realize I'm missing a lot of my inner child. I have honestly tried so hard not to care and to move forward from my inner child, but it's gotten really, really bad. It's kind of like this phase that won't leave. I thought I didn't have anymore, but I still do. And I keep thinking about why. Like, why does this keep happening? Why am I so obsessed with not growing up? Like, I've never wanted to grow up, you know, like I've never wanted to grow up. I've only once wanted to, and then like I regretted it. But I don't actually want to grow up at all because I had such a hard time growing up in general. Me realizing how obsessed I am with growing up and like you staying the same age or like being old or whatever has kind of shifted my brain. Whenever I paint, I tend to draw characters. Whenever I journal, I tend to talk about my younger self. Whenever I talk in general, I tend to talk about how I used to miss those times or how I felt like as a child, a lot of things have been taken away from me. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the joyous moments I should have had never happened, or a lot of things got taken out of context, or I just kind of started to become really alone, you know, growing up. And it kind of made me think, like, what was it? You know, like, why don't we want to grow up? Why don't we want to like experience life? Why is there like this huge obsession with staying young, you know? Because I personally can't wait to get old, you know what I mean? Like I can't wait to have wrinkles. I can't wait to have white hair. I can't wait to have grandkids. Like that's my favorite thing. I don't even want to have kids. I just want to jump to the point where I have grandkids and like live far away, and like they'd come to me in the summer and we'd hang out and like all that type of thing, you know what I mean? But I also remember realizing the first time that I had lines was like crazy. So a year ago there was this picture taken of me, and this picture basically was me smiling, and I never realized how many smile lines I had. And in that moment I was like, oh my god, I've gotten so old. Like I've gotten so old, I need to like slow down with this age because I do not like it. I don't like it. I don't want to grow up right now. I feel so young, you know. That's how my brain was going, because it felt like I've always felt like I'm behind on everything. Like I felt like I'm behind age wise, experience wise, like in a lot of things I have. And so to see myself grow up, I was like, oh damn, I did not comprehend that happening at all. And mind you, I was 18, so I hadn't turned 19 yet. So it was kind of like this shock in a way. And so I kind of in that moment realized that I was growing up. And let me tell you, that was kind of an interesting experience because I have never ever wanted to reverse the clock. I love aging, right? But I also miss being a child. Let me tell you how my life was as a child. As a child, I used to literally just do whatever I want. No matter what anyone said, I do whatever I want. Even if it hurt, like I just was so in my own head. I remember growing up, I'd swim in like this public pool, and I had watched a lot of Mako Mermaids growing up because Disney, like I grew up on Disney, right? I remember watching Mako Mermaids for the first time and wanting to be exactly like Zach, you know, like I wanted to be just like him. And so my parents bought me a tail, which was probably one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in my life. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that was just some special bonding, imaginative, all the words you can probably think of time, because I used to swim for hours and hours and hours on end. Even after my tail broke, I got a monofin and I got them flippers, and I started swimming every day, and I still do have some, which is crazy. Like after I stopped getting them, I realized how much I miss them, and they're so much fun, and I wouldn't let anyone swim with them, and I swam with them in the beach. I'd swim in, like, I remember diving in with them. It was such an integral part of me growing up, you know what I mean? And I did not care what anyone thought of me then. Like, it was crazy. I did whatever I wanted growing up. I had my own talk show. I literally had my own show, my own YouTube channel, my own everything. I did everything I wanted to do. I never let myself stop. And my mom gave me like this room to like explore and like find out what I want to do and how comfortable I am with things and just like explore certain aspects of myself, you know what I mean? And that was like the time before anyone started to criticize anything about me, and before anyone started to like ruin me with their annoying comments and criticism. And so I remember just like being such a happy kid. Okay, maybe not like, no, I was happy. Being such a happy kid, having fun, swimming, and like being such an imaginative child. Like I draw like creatures that were half fish, half like head for some reason, and I create scripts and then I'd film them. They turn out really badly, but like I don't know why I always had like this eagerness to create something, you know. Until this day I still do have that eagerness, but now it's watered down with thinking about what other people might think of it, you know what I mean? Like whenever I tend to create a project or create a video or do any of it, I tend to think about it and then like release it. Sometimes I just release it and like not think about it ever again and not even look at it because I start to criticize myself, you know what I mean? But like now I try not to do that because people are gonna hate either way, you know what I mean? Like you can be doing whatever and people are still going to find a way to hate on you. Have you not seen how people act on social media? Like someone could be sneezing and someone will be like, why are you sneezing like that? What if I'm allergic to you sneezing? Don't get me sick. Like even though you're seeing them through a phone, like it's kind of crazy how people just find anything to pinpoint. So then like what's the point of caring, you know what I mean? Like if you're always going to be trying to please everyone and every little thing people do, how are you ever going to do anything for yourself, you know what I mean? And I've had this argument with others before. It's like because I'm in a culture where reputation really matters, okay? But like for guys it doesn't really matter as much as it does for girls, but I don't really care about like any of it, you know what I mean? I've never been involved in the culture. I've never been involved in any of it. I've tried to and it never really worked out. I've had people be really weird. I've had people do such weird things towards me. I've had weird experiences with friends and like all of it, you know what I mean? And the one thing I've never done was give in to it, you know what I mean? Because it always felt so inauthentic and I do not know how to be fake at all. Like if I don't like you, you will know I won't like you. If I don't want to hang out with you, you will know I don't want to hang out with you. It was just an interesting thing to see myself evolve growing up, you know, because I went from not caring to not caring, you know what I mean? And it goes up and down every now and then, depends what headspace I'm in. And I try to remind myself so much that it doesn't matter because I could be doing whatever I want. Like sometimes when I post on social media, I think it's so embarrassing to be posting on social media because like it's like, what are you even doing? Like why are you posting on TikTok? Like that's the most cringy BS I've ever seen, you know what I mean? And I tend to start doing that and start to hate on myself, and then I'm like, but it's actually the most fun thing ever. Like sometimes when I'm not even thinking about it, I'm like having the most fun time ever creating videos or editing my work or just like creating new series. Although kind of creatively drains me, it's just a fun time, you know. And I have kind of lost the plot when it comes to this. Like I went down this rabbit hole of overthinking, especially in this department, you know what I mean? But growing up, I remember I'd post on Instagram. Like I had my own personal Instagram. I had like my own production house, okay, for my films and my TV shows. And I'd post and be like, who's ready to order the CD of this film? It's coming out soon and blah, 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 blah. And I'd make a giveaway and someone would win the giveaway and I'd be so serious. And these are people I know, but I act so professionally because I was so excited and my friends would all support me, you know. But I also think the reason I don't really care about people supporting me now is because I was really secretive about it and I didn't want anyone to know. And I kind of think I was really awkward about it because I am an awkward person in general. Like I get very awkward during interactions, during anything. I think I'm socially challenged, but that's a different conversation. I'm like whenever someone talks to me, I'm like, like I remember someone was asking me what my major was and I started to stutter and it was such a simple question and I kept code switching. I went from 2 languages. Like I was trying to balance both of them out and I couldn't do it. And that's why I always have to pick one language over the other because my brain can't comprehend both at the same time really quickly. You know what I mean? What does this have to do with what I'm talking about? I'm so sorry, by the way. So yeah, I have this yearning to go back to being a kid, to doing things differently, to not stopping certain things. Like I remember during 2016, I filmed this Bali and Hong Kong trip, all of it on YouTube, okay? I filmed the whole thing, did not give a care, no care in the world, no matter who would see me. I have pictures and videos of Asian people looking at me while I'm filming, and they look in the camera and then do nothing, like it's fine, like because I'm a kid, you know what I mean? And I remember just posting and posting and posting. And I remember in 2019 I'd post until like 2020 or like I think 2019 is when I stopped. I'm not really sure, but like I remember stopping then. And like I don't know why, but like I started focusing mostly on others, not me anymore, because I did get hate comments on YouTube. Mind you, I was 12 years old when I got hate comments, so that was fun. I never really talked about it. I just realized I've never talked about me getting hate comments. I had a video go viral and grown ass adults would comment some weird things about me, and I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I'm hated here, like no one wants to be my friend. Mind you, I was making a slime video. Like that's the video that went viral. A slime video. You know what I mean? And I was so proud of it. Even though you couldn't hear anything I was saying. But I remember the hate comments and I remember how sad it made me feel. But even now, sometimes I get hate comments now, you know what I mean? I have, and I was like, oh, okay, yes, we made it, you know what I mean? I haven't had one in a while, but I remember when I got one last year, or was it, no, it was 2 years ago. It was on a YouTube short, okay? I removed it, but it was on a YouTube short, and the first time, no one saw it, okay? No one saw the comment. But the second time someone commented, 2 of my subscribers just went and responded for me. Like, I was like, community, you know what I mean? Like, yes, lock in for me. But, yeah, sorry. Just growing up was just so weird. Like I now that I think of it, I've had such a weird experience. And Lord knows if I had never stopped doing YouTube, then what would have happened? I actually wonder what would have happened. Sometimes I do wonder. That's why I hate not doing something I don't want to do. Like for example, I hate not seeing things through when it comes to my own art and to my own creativity and to my own like whatever. Because I know in a couple of years or in a month I'm gonna regret not doing something. Like every time I stop posting on TikTok, for example, and like post again, I'm like, why do I stop being inconsistent? Like what the hell's wrong with me? Who does this stuff? You know what I mean? And it's just like this weird overlapping contradiction between each other. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but I just kind of keep doing that to myself and I keep hating and like you know. And it's like when I meet new people, it's like I want to be your friend, but I just don't know what to tell you. I don't even know what to talk to you about, and I'm kind of not in the mood. But sometimes you'll find me and I'll be so super chatty. But like it happens every now and then, you know? Bro, what am I even saying? No, but literally growing up was fun. My childhood was so fun. So much fun. Other than the very traumatic things that happened to me, my childhood was amazing. I had so much fun growing up. I remember I had such fun friends until like they weren't my friends anymore because of certain things. Not me throwing shade, but I remember just having the greatest time ever. I was so free. I was so care. Being a child is such a fun thing. You're so free. You're so careless about whatever you do. Like you don't care what anyone says or does or thinks of you. You just do whatever you want until someone shouts at you. But like, that freedom, you know what I mean? You think when you grow up you have more freedom, but you actually don't, because you have more responsibilities. And you can choose to have freedom though, you know what I mean? But if you're always confined in other people's opinions of you, you are always going to be unhappy. And that's my motto in life. Like I actually tell everyone, like, do whatever you want, because you can't expect people to tell you how you should live your life, even if it ruins everything. Like I don't care. Like me personally, whenever someone's like, no, but you should do this because like you should not talk to, like you have to blah blah blah, I'm like, I don't care, it's my life. I don't want a discomfort right now. I don't want someone to ruin everything. I don't want evil eye from certain people. And it's just been like this like third eye opening, you know what I mean? Like it's just been such a heavily pinpointed topic in my life that it does not leave. And although a lot of things have happened in the past that have kind of scarred me for life, I kind of think in childhood I am kind of still the same person, you know what I mean? Because I still kind of like the same things, I still have the same interests, I still like do the same things. Like me, honestly, when I started posting again, or like I started doing YouTube and like my podcast, I thought no one would ever expect this from me. Apparently this is so like predictable of me, which I did not think so. I thought it was mysterious and cool, but instead of being mysterious and cool, I'm just like chopped and unk. I'm just kidding. I'm actually not chopped. What am I saying? But like, although that's although I like my life right now, I kind of miss being a child so much. Life was way simpler. Like I remember during kindergarten, like I remember how big my imagination would be. I remember I had like this group of friends and I was watching Make Mermaids again. You have to watch it if you haven't. I don't think it's gonna hit the same when you're an adult, but I was just rewatching it. But I remember watching it, and I remember when water would come on me and I'd be in school, I'd go in the grass pretending it's the water and I'd start going like you know how they move like a worm, but I do it standing up. So I'm like walking around in the grass and like they'd all look at me and like I'd pretend. And some of them would follow me because I would be the ringleader, which is kind of crazy to say because you wouldn't think I'd be the ringleader. Actually, maybe you would. I don't know. But I used to be really bossy back then. Like it was a problem. My parents had to sit me down and be like, "You have to calm down." I had such big control issues then, which I kind of do not understand why I had those issues. Now that I'm thinking and putting two and two together, why did I have such big control issues? Maybe I don't know. But I remember doing that, and like my friends would do it with me, and I remember when they come over in the pool, I'd like jump in, like how Zach and like Sarina and like Ondina and Mimi would jump into the like sea, and like when water would come on me, I just immediately like I was fully into the whole like I'm a merman thing, and I used to pray for it. I used to pray to God that every single day I fall into the moon pool and I'd become a merman. Is that not crazy? It is, and I fully believed it. That's the thing. Like I fully believed it. Like I don't. I had delusion like no other than wow. And I remember I even kind of became super fast in the water. I created those bubbles they do in the water. Like I had such an insane imagination. You don't understand. Bro, I have this one digital camera. No, it's not a digital camera. What analog? What camera is it? What are they called? You know those cameras where you have to like do that motion thing and then take a picture? It's like analog, but I don't know what it's called. A film camera, that's what it's called. I have one of those, and it's an underwater film camera. Okay, I've had it for like maybe my whole life. I have so many pictures on there of me in the water, and I never got those pictures produced, and I need to go get them produced because I need to see how much fun I was having then. Also, by the way, there's a video of me on YouTube from I don't know how many years ago, but there's a video of me on YouTube making masks for Inside and Out. Don't ask me why, but I had this whole yellow bag filled with masks and costumes and everything, and I said design I'd do a design for each of the characters because I think I wanted to make an Inside and Out in real life. I think that's what I wanted to do. I'm not really sure if I wanted to do that or not. Did I? I'm not really sure. I don't remember, if I'm being completely honest. But it was a time. Oh man, I don't know why I ever gave up on film. Honestly, I love film so much. I love filmmaking so much. You don't understand. Do I watch films regularly? To be honest, no. To be honest, no. That's how I knew I wasn't really gonna do film that much. And plus, the over amount of stress that I was feeling was kind of a reason, because it kind of reminded me that I don't like the theoretical part of it at all. Like I don't like the whole theory thing. I don't like any of it. I kind of like TV shows more. I watch TV shows I love TV shows. But yeah, other than the Make Mermaids thing, I kind of had like an obsession with Marvel and superheroes. I used to my parents used to buy me action figures, and I create stop motions, and I could create a whole storyline. And then I had this thing with Lego. I'd do the same thing with Lego and slime. I used to sell slime in school. What else did I used to do as a child? Film myself. I filmed myself a lot with the camcorder. Like I'd be like, my brother strangled me and blah blah blah. And people in school would come up to me and be like, they watched my video, and I remember getting really like anxious. But I don't know why I deleted it. Like I still don't remember what happened. Maybe nothing happened. I'm being really dramatic, which is probably the case. But I think there's something. But I don't know. I think something did happen. I don't know. Like especially that moment in time when I deleted my YouTube channel. I don't know what happened. Like that was. I don't know why I got so scared of posting. I don't remember. Like that's such a weird thing that I don't remember. It was during the time I was listening to a Michael Jackson song called I Can Sing It. It's like yeah, I remember listening to that song again. My whole body got triggered. So I don't know what was happening then. Was it year 6 or no? Ugh, I hate it, year 6. Like honestly, my teacher traumatized me. Bro, now that I'm remembering my childhood, honestly wasn't like, it was great, but it also like, was it amazing? What else did I do? Ugh, I used to sing a lot. Let me tell you, you know Sabrina Carpenter, right? I love Sabrina Carpenter down. Me and Sabrina Carpenter have been friends for about maybe 13 years, 15 probably. No, let's say 13 years, yeah. My close personal friend Sabrina Carpenter. I kind of found out who Sabrina Carpenter was through Girl Meets World, and I remember just like being so enamored by her. I don't know why, but I've always loved pop women for some reason. Like I loved Miley Cyrus and like the whole Hannah Montana thing. I loved it, and I loved Sabrina Carpenter so much. And I remember listening to Smoke and Fire and like Eyes Wide Open and all of like her singles, and like, oh, Smoke and Fire was my thing. Like I would sing that song day after day after day. And I remember when Evolution came out, Thumbs, I remember my friend would be like, my best friend would be over at the time, and like I'd make them sit down and watch me perform. I made everyone sit down and watch me perform. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I'd always put a performance for everyone. Like I remember once I had my sister, this wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe 4 years ago. Okay, I had my sister, it was during COVID. I had my sister come into my room and sit down, and I had like backing vocals and visuals set on the TV. So when I sing, there's like a thing, you know what I mean? And I started singing, and like I was like so involved into the whole thing. Like you would like, I don't know what was wrong with me, but I had so much fun. Ugh, I actually had so much fun. Like I don't even know. I always complain. Like I had so much fun. Ugh, what else did I do? I wrote scripts. I think I said that. Yeah, I remember I filmed a couple of scripts. I had this one big, I'm not gonna say the name because I might use it in the future, but I had like this one big script, and I told all my friends that they were going to come and film with me. We never filmed it, you know what I mean? I still have copies of the script. I think some of them still have copies of it too, but that was fun. I remember writing the whole thing. I never checked the vocab, but the vocab was atrocious. Like I was 13 years old. What do you expect from me? Another thing I did was film 2 films. One was a feature film, and one was, I used to film so many short films because I used to watch so many videos on YouTube telling you how to make a short film, and I remember watching so many. But then after the whole becoming a filmmaker thing, I kind of became a producer. I started producing my sister and my cousin's YouTube channel, which was fun for a time. I'd make sure they say that they're sponsored by me every single time because I needed to get that cash in. You know what I mean? Like I needed to cash in that part of, like I needed to just cash it in, you know? And it was so funny because I don't remember ever not doing something growing up. Like I even created animations, which was so nice. And I think that's why I always want to go back, because I remember how many good things happened. Although there were so many bad things that were happening too, I remember how much fun I used to have growing up. Like I genuinely remember just having fun and like just loving my life, even though like everything would go really badly. I'd still find a way to make life happy. And like I'd manifest so much. Like I'd worked so much as a child. I wanted to be a child actor. My parents never got me into it. Actually, I did drama for a while, and then my dad took one look at the performance and was like, what the hell is this? And he took us out of it, which was funny. But I've always kind of been like someone that wanted to perform for people, wanted to entertain people, which I think I kind of do now, but for a smaller audience. But I think I've worked so much as a child. Like I think all of it will manifest eventually into something. I don't know what it will manifest into. Maybe I'll start my own production company. You never know. But that would be such a fun idea actually. But I think I've kind of also been wanting to go back to being a child because I think life's been getting a bit too serious recently. Like I don't know, so many feelings have been happening recently, and like I kind of have to figure it out in a way. I've also been like avoiding a lot of my emotions recently because I've been on my phone a lot. Which, can I talk about something about my phone? I know this is probably annoying, but I just watched Love Island season, like the first episode of Casa Amor. When Kenzie was like doing the splits and like screaming, I have never laughed so hard in my life. Honestly, I cried and laughed during this whole season so much. I don't know why, bro. But back to the childhood thing. Honestly, End of August by Noah Khan probably explains like the exact feeling of wanting to be a child again, and like the exact raw emotion it feels to be a child growing up and realizing you're growing up. Like I'm 20 now, and which is crazy. Like I'm turning 21 next year, and that is the most craziest thing I've ever, like I feel like my life should be happening. Like I feel like I should be having so many things happening right now. But if I keep thinking about the future and manifesting the future, I'm also manifesting me not being present in my own future. You know what I mean? And I don't want that. I don't want that for myself because I feel like I deserve so much in life, you know? And that is something I can say without being really arrogant about, because I've done so much. I've lived so many lives, but not really at the same time. Like I feel like Trisha Paytas sometimes. She's done so many things, but as a child I did do that. Like I did not care. whose feelings I was hurting. I was gonna do whatever I wanted. I was gonna post whatever I wanted. I was gonna make a show. I remember having a show with my best friend, and I remember having like I had two of my closest friends during middle school who lived really close to me. We would create shows and like talk shows, and like one of them would act and like be a talk show host. It was I kind of created a podcast before even the podcast space was a thing. It was so much fun. I felt like Ellen DeGeneres. Like I wanted to have because I wanted to go on Ellen to get famous, you know? So it was kind of really like I was trying to find a way to get into that pinpoint or whatever. I don't know. I can't figure out what the name is, but bruh, like I've been saying bruh too much recently, but I can't believe I had so much fun growing up. Although I did cry a lot growing up, but it was kind of this really weird experience. Wait, my camera died. So like I was saying, I kind of just loved having the best time ever growing up because it was such an integral part of my life. You know what I understand? Like I had so much fun, even though I'd get like really massively criticized for everything. I did have so much fun, even though even though I used to get criticized a lot. I saw my friend get criticized too, and I didn't know what to do about it. But it was kind of like this weird thing in childhood. Like you don't know what to do because no one like really helped you out. You know what I mean? So you don't know what to do with others. Today someone called me on the phone, and like I actually had flashbacks to someone I know. And for a second, I was really scared. Like, I was like, I don't want to talk to this person right now because I don't know what I was going to say to them because I haven't talked to them in a while. And it kind of scares me because, bro, like, we haven't talked in a while. And, like, we didn't really leave anything on, like, we didn't leave our friendship on good terms. And they tried to call me a year ago, and I didn't see it, but I remember like, getting really triggered really easily. Bro, if someone says mental health doesn't ruin a lot of experiences in your life, if someone doesn't believe in mental health, they actually need to go to hell because, like, what do you mean you don't believe in it? Like, sometimes that actually stops you from doing things. Me, boing, 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 you know? I think although I did have such a creative childhood, I think the trade-offs were kind of apparent. Like, being socially challenged, like I don't make friends really easily. Now, like close friends, I don't make close friends really easily now because I kind of have a hard time letting people in. Actually, it depends. Growing up, now it's easy. I don't actually know. I'm lying. Like, I don't know. It depends on the person, honestly. Sometimes when I hang out with someone, I'm like, oh, I love you so much. Like, let's hang out every single day. Sometimes when I hang out with someone I've never met, I'm like, I hate you and I never want to see your face ever again. Which happens a lot. By the way, you won't believe how many times I've met someone and I'm like, I don't even want to see your face ever again. You know? Or like put myself out there and like get really like disappointed the other person doesn't really like care. So let's make fun of the guy that just tried to make, you know what I mean? But let me tell you some of my favorite things I used to do growing up. So I used to wake up every single day. At the age of 3, I used to wake up every single morning at 5 a.m., sit in front of the TV, watch this network that was in Arabic, might I add, called Baram, which is like this cartoon thing. I don't know why I was obsessed with it, but I was really obsessed with it, okay? And I just remember growing up watching it and I'm like, ugh, no, what? I'd wake up in the morning, sit down in front of the TV and watch it. Like, I just watch and watch until the birds would wake up because their birds would be asleep at 5 a.m., but I would be awake. I woke up every single day at 5 a.m. until, like, everyone was like, oh, who wakes up at 5 a.m.? Like, what the hell? Like, who does that? And then I stopped waking up at 5 a.m. And then I went back to waking up at 5 a.m. And then I realized I'm like, oh, what do I keep doing now? Like, I don't have anything else to do. And now I can't even do that anymore, which I kind of miss waking up at 5 a.m. because I used to be such a morning person and I love mornings. Now I don't really love it as much, which is kind of sad because I don't like staying up late, to be honest. I hate staying up. Being awake at 3 a.m. scares me because, like, why am I awake at this time? Like, I feel like there's like there's this weird energy during midnight, you know? I want to sit on the floor. There's like this weird energy at 4 a.m. Like, I don't know what not 4 a.m., 3 a.m. I don't know what it is, but I do not like it. Like, I genuinely do not like it. And I think it is like this really weird feeling. Like, I know I'm right about it. I know I'm feeling like a certain type of way and I know I'm correct about it. It's just, I hate it. Like, I hate it. I love waking up in the morning, and growing up, I used to wake up in the morning really early and like get everything done and like be so productive, you know? I have had an obsession with bags my whole life. Like, even like I don't know, you can see it. I have right next to me a briefcase. I don't know why I carry it like as if it's a Birkin bag, but like not a Birkin bag. I carry it as if it's meant to be carried this way when it's opened and like how it carries my whole life. But it's because growing up, I kind of felt like I needed to have everything with me. I remember going to the pyramids and carrying my toys within a bag because I felt like I was gonna need to play with them later on, or like having my computer and my laptop be with me every single time, every single place I go to. Like, I was was so, like, I've always been so attached to things I have. Like, I love my things so much, you know what I mean? And I don't like people like touching them or like playing around with them, because some people don't care about their things just as much as I do. And so growing up, I used to just like carry everything with me. Like, I remember when I used to film films and stuff, I'd carry like massive amounts of like bags. I went and bought wigs for my cousin and my sister because we were filming a show, and I was so excited about it. And I remember we'd film like behind the scenes and like stuff like that, and be like so official about it. And it was like kind of so funny because we were like 12. We were so young, or I was 12. They were 3 years younger than me, so that's like, what, they're 9. I kind of wanted to make them child stars, but it doesn't work out, because whenever you start becoming a teenager, you actually being a teenager is probably the worst thing ever. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, so many emotions and so many things that people tend to like give into, like, oh, like, let me rant about it. Because why is it when you turn into a teenager, you suddenly care so much about what everyone thinks of you, and you suddenly want to become such a people pleaser, and you suddenly want to stop being yourself and start to try and fit in. It's actually so annoying. Like, I feel like there needs to be a better way for teenagers to express themselves, and plus all the hormones flying around in your freaking body are not helping, you know what I mean? If I had a penny, I think teenagehood was kind of like hell for me. I did not have fun growing up as a teenager. I kind of hated it. Yeah, I thought I'd have a Hollywood movie experience of being a teenager, but I never had that, which was fine. But like, honestly, I kind of really wanted to like experience like when I meant to go to a party, and to this day I have never gone to a party except for one, and it was a school prom. Or it was does a prom count as a party? I don't think so, but I mean like a prom where you actually just go to a friend's house and like party, and like everything happens during that time, because it's like teenagehood. I've never done that. Have I known about certain parties? Yeah. I don't think I'm not the party person, to be honest. Like, I don't know, like, it depends who I'm around, but I'm not that type of person. I'm kind of boring. Like, I like to stay home. I'm such a homebody. It's kind of depressing, but I've never really been a person interested in other people as much as I am interested in like what I get to do and like how I get to sit alone. Because whenever I'm alone, I'm able to regulate my own emotions, and I'm able to think, and I'm able to not get affected by anyone, or like think about how I might be acting weirdly towards someone because I'm feeling really weird. Like, I don't have to think about it, you know what I mean? And it's like my favorite thing ever, because I put on a show I love, like Gilmore Girls. I just watch it, or I'll watch a creator of mine, or I'll watch a video of me, you know what I mean? Like, it's just this never ending feeling of like always wanting to like be alone. I love being alone down. Like, I don't really care about going out as much as I used to. When I was a teenager, I used to feel really depressed because no one wanted to hang out with me, but that's because I was kind of really depressed. But now I'm like, let's hang out. Like, I'd text my friends and be like, let's hang out, you know, like, let's do something, let's go out for dinner, let's do blah blah blah. And because why not? Like, we're adults now. Plus, every time I go out with any of my friends, all we do is eat. Like, we're so adult. We're such adult of us. That does not even make any sense. No, it doesn't. But no, honestly, I've been really happy with seeing how my life is going. I'm trying so hard to like pay attention to how I'm thinking and my thoughts and like all of that, because I'm kind of scared of falling back into a dark place, which I'm starting to realize I kind of already am. But I wanted to like see, like, you know what I mean? I need to check if my dog's outside. Give me a second. You know, my childhood is kind of the reason why I don't know if I want to have kids or not. Like, trust me, I've always wanted to be a dad. I've always wanted to have like kids and like do the whole parent thing. Like, I wanted to really be involved. I want to be really involved with my children, if I have children. But why do I do this? I do really want to be involved in stuff, but I'm kind of really scared of messing the kids up. And I kind of really think I'd be really overprotective, which is something I'm not really sure if I'm like really loving. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, what are you doing? What are you even doing? You know what I mean? Can I just tell you what happened this past weekend? Like, I went to the beach. I went to my grandparents' house for a trip. Okay, mind you, the place is like 3 hours and 3 hours away. Okay, I'm like supposed to stay there for like 3 days. Okay, I arrive, I get a fever. Okay, my body starts aching up. My parents tell me we're leaving tomorrow. And I'm just like, what? Tomorrow? We just came. Like, I don't want to leave. We pack our things, leave, and tell me why everyone and their mother was going back to the city the same day. So my car didn't charge overnight, which I have an electric car, so my car didn't charge overnight, so we had to stop. We stopped for a while because we had to wait for other cars, and it was so busy, like the road. And then I wanted to get pizza, but the place didn't have any pizza, so I kind of felt really sad about that, because like, why is there no pizza? Which honestly, I would go get pizza right now, but everything I eat today is making me really nauseous, and I kind of want to throw up. Like, tell me why I was eating cantaloupe and I kind of wanted to throw everything. Like, even thinking about it makes me want to throw up. I can't talk about it. No. Ugh. You know what's so funny? let me tell you. You know how blind you are when you're a child? I'll tell you how blind you are. You can be so fat and you wouldn't know until someone tells you. Because tell me why, for like 2 years I was like overweight, and like I did not know that I was overweight until someone told me. It was so much fun to find out because I thought I was totally normal. I was so confident, but but not really in a confident way. I kind of always had like this weird obsession with it, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe another time. I don't think I'm ready to talk about this topic right now, if I'm being completely honest. But let me think of why I kind of want to go back into childhood. If I could repeat childhood, would I repeat it? Honestly, no, I would not repeat it because I just don't think I like need to repeat my childhood life anymore. And I don't think I need to like just do all of that, you know? Like I don't think I need to. I think I'm like perfect. Just like I think everything has happened to help me grow as a person, and I might not be healed from everything, but I think it was meant to happen. Like everything was meant to happen for me to grow and like realize how much I actually like enjoy things about, like how much I should actually trust myself. Because as I'm talking right now, I'm like all the doubt I feel needs to like relieve because I am like so cool as a person, and I shouldn't let anyone remove that from me. You know what I mean? Like I know exactly who I am, and I don't need anyone to tell me who I am. You know what I mean? And people do not get to dictate who I am or push their own judgments of me, push their own judgments of themselves onto me. Like I do not. I rebuke the energy. You know what I mean? But sadly, what I have to do right now is end the podcast episode because let me tell you, my iPad and my camera died, so I don't really have anything to record right now on video. So this might be the last episode of the season, which maybe fat chance, maybe not. I'm still trying to decide because I don't know if I want to take a break or not. I actually don't know. It's not the last episode. Sorry. Maybe it is. Yeah, it is the last episode of the season, or it's not. Like you'll find that in the title, but. I just want to say thank you so much for 20 episodes. I haven't ever done 20 episodes in my entire life. So everyone please clap. If I could do a clap sound right now, I would, but I'm really proud of you for listening to me. I'm just kidding. I actually love you so much. I love every single person that listens to my podcast episodes, and I love that you are just listening, and I love hanging out with you. Like I feel like I never get to talk with my friends like this, like you know what I mean, and like you're my friends, so like we're just like talking right now. So I love you so much, and I'll see you next week, hopefully, and stay safe and go sit outside, like frolic in the sun. It's actually amazing. Anyways, I love you so much, and go follow me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'll see you next time.